We live in a culture that constantly tells us you need approval before you act. You need others to cheer for you. You can't face challenges alone. From childhood, society whispers that solitude equals loneliness, that walking alone means failure. But history and philosophy reveal the opposite. The greatest minds, warriors, and leaders discovered their strength not in crowds, but in silence. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king of Rome, once wrote, "Very little is needed for a happy life. It is all within yourself." He was surrounded by armies, advisors, and wealth. Yet he knew true power comes only when you can stand alone. Think back to your own life. The biggest breakthroughs, the moments when you finally acted with courage, didn't happen when everyone cheered for you. They happened when you stopped waiting for permission. This is what it means to walk the path of the Stoic warrior. Not isolation, not rejection of others, but a deep mastery of the self, so that when you connect authentically. Today on Stoic Muse, I'll share 7 important lessons that will change the way you think about being alone. These lessons will make you mentally stronger and give you a kind of freedom that no one can ever take from you. Watch till the end, because every lesson is linked with the next one. And you'll need all 7 to build the mindset of a true Stoic warrior. And before we dive in, drop this affirmation in the comments. I walk alone. I grow alone. I rise stronger than before. One. Sacred solitude, turning silence into strength. Most people fear being alone. That's why they constantly scroll, text, or fill the silence with noise. They think solitude means emptiness. But the Stoic warrior knows solitude is sacred. It's the training ground of the soul. Seneca once said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." When he faced exile and isolation, he didn't crumble. He wrote timeless works that still shape our thinking today. Solitude strips away distractions. No more pressure to perform. No one to impress, just you and your raw thoughts. That's where you meet the real you, not the mask you wear for the world. Practical steps: start with 5 minutes each morning in complete silence. No phone, no music. Just notice your thoughts without judgment. Slowly expand that time. Walk without headphones. Eat without distractions. Take a solo trip. Over time, you'll discover solitude isn't a prison. It's freedom. 2. Opinion immunity, freeing yourself from external chains. Here's the truth. People will always have opinions about your choices. And if you live for their approval, you'll never truly live. Eleanor Roosevelt captured it perfectly. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. But Stoic philosophy takes it deeper. Epictetus taught that suffering doesn't come from events. It comes from our judgment of them. When someone criticizes you, they reveal more about themselves than about you. Ask yourself, is this person living the life I admire? Are they speaking from wisdom or fear? Most of the time, their judgment comes from their own regrets. The Stoic warrior builds opinion immunity. Not arrogance, but clarity. Here's how. Next time you face disapproval, pause. Ask yourself, what would I do if no one was watching? Then do that. Each act of authenticity strengthens your freedom muscle. 3. Self-reliance, the foundation of true service. Many confuse self-reliance with selfishness. In reality, it's the opposite. You can't pour from an empty cup. Only when you stand firm on your own 2 feet can you lift others higher. Think of the airplane rule. Put your own oxygen mask on first. If you collapse, you can't help anyone. Self-reliance means taking care of yourself, handling your feelings, fixing your problems, and staying calm without always needing help from others. It doesn't mean you never ask for help. It means you ask from strength, not desperation. Start small. Cook your own healthy meals. Learn basic financial management. Practice emotional regulation. Build physical endurance. Each step makes you less dependent, more free, and paradoxically, more capable of giving love and support to others. 4. Failure as your private mentor. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the curriculum of success. Thomas Edison famously said after 1,000 failed experiments, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 ways that didn't work." The Stoic warrior doesn't hide from failure. They analyze it in solitude. They perform what I call a failure audit. What was within my control? What was outside my control? What lesson can I carry forward? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That's why the Stoic warrior doesn't see setbacks as dead ends, but as lessons disguised as obstacles. Every failure is a private classroom where resilience is taught. 5. Building the inner fortress life will throw storms at you. Criticism, betrayal, uncertainty. Most people crumble because they've built no inner walls. The Stoic warrior, however, builds an inner citadel, a fortress of mind and character no one can invade without permission. Epictetus reminded us, no one can harm you without your consent. The fortress has layers, perspective. Challenges are temporary, not defining. Principles, values that guide choices, no matter what others say. Identity, knowing you are not your roles, possessions, or emotions. You are the observer behind them. With this fortress, you can face storms without losing peace. And because you're secure, You can give generously to others without fear. 6. The courage to disappoint others. This may be the hardest principle. Choosing authenticity even if it disappoints people. Aristotle once said, to avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. But that's not the path of the Stoic warrior. They know pleasing everyone is impossible and dishonest. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you betray yourself. True respect comes when you set boundaries. Some people might feel upset with you, but that usually means you are finally being true to yourself. Learn to accept that you can't make everyone happy, and instead, decide which expectations to let go of so you can live by your own values. You can't please all, but you can remain authentic, and that's worth far more. 7. Victory through self-mastery. The ultimate conquest isn't over others, it's over yourself. Lao Tzu said, "He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty." Self-mastery doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means directing them. It's the difference between being controlled by impulses and consciously choosing your response. The Stoic warrior develops discipline, emotional intelligence, and inner calm. With self-mastery, victories are permanent because no one can take them from you. So here's the truth. Walking alone isn't weakness. It's freedom. It's how you discover your values, strengthen your will, and prepare to give your best self to the world. The 7 things we talked about today: spending time alone, not worrying about what people say, believing in yourself, learning from mistakes, staying strong inside, being brave when needed, and controlling yourself are not just small ideas. They are practices, and every day you apply them, you grow stronger. If this message resonated with you, join our community here at Stoic Muse. Hit subscribe, share this video with someone who needs it, and drop your affirmation below. I walk alone. I rise stronger. I master myself because the journey of the Stoic warrior begins not tomorrow, not someday, but today.